most of the time, and I don't think the circle moved that much, except that I think there was a slight shift that made auto knockout rotate a little bit towards the northwest side, but eventually the circle still stayed with auto knockout till the end, and Eclipse is unlucky still. But right now, we'll be jumping into our second map of the series. Is gonna be Purgatory, ladies and gentlemen, and we can see on the screen, No Escape is gonna be on the screen. Moving on to Central, and oh my God, there'll be 4 teams converging around Central already, and this is gonna be spicy, spicy, spicy. But look at Lumber Mill.
Wow!
Oh,
What did I
look at
say?
Lumber
The
Mill.
southern region of Purgatory is always the most contested region. Now let us talk a little bit more about that flight path first, alright? So the flight path is just going to be starting off in the southern side and cutting right through to the northern side, maybe just a small deviation over to the eastern side. So we are expecting that the flight path allows the players to gain access over to Brasilia, Central, Fire Brigade, Lumber Mill, Campsite, Forge, Ski Lodge, Fields, as well as the Moat House. But as you probably saw in the in the map just now, there is a lot of teams in Central, Fire Brigade, and Lumber Mill.
Yep, Hard to Get is gonna be playing on to the northern. I think Hard to Get is on the northwest or northeast side, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're a little bit close to the northeast side, and they're gonna be covering a lot of grounds. They'll be getting a lot of loot for themselves, and this is the first circle. Everything's gonna get passive, but no team's gonna be engaging each other just yet. But Hard to Get has a lot of work to do because Legend Rumble is just right across the street, and Auto Knockout is so as well right around the corner. It's like 50 meters away. They're gonna be meeting each other like real quick, real soon. But No Escape, I think they have an engagement going right around that particular area, and Hazik. He's going to be staying close by onto Ray, attempting for a push, but Akik will be going on for a scout mission. And this is going passively so far, as we expected into the early games. Abstract, as we seen so far for like the past 3 games.
Mm-hmm. Especially in Purgatory, right? Most of the teams would want to suit themselves up and try to get themselves fully equipped and do whatever that they can in the early stages of the game to get decent amount of equipment. But like I said before, the early game is pretty much designed for you to go all out aggressive. But I wouldn't be surprised to see some action going on about, and it does seem like we are able to see quite that. As we do have Jay, just gonna be firing out all of the labs right onto Minex, while we also have a single drive-by with a vehicle, and I believe that what they were hoping for is a single knockout with the vehicle. And it does seem like there is a little bit of momentum slowdown coming in from the vehicle, as well as the vehicle going up in flames. He needs to get himself away as soon as possible. Mark has to abandon his vehicle before even explodes inside with him inside. It doesn't seem like he was
wow.
Mark. That's
My God,
not a good thing.
Yep, that was a risky move by Mark, but that's not a good trade because Boo is still left knocked down, but I don't think Minex could save him. But Bloody Heads, gets a 1-for-1 trade between Raw Squad. But Raw Squad is going to be pushing on to ZJ. ZJ not looking very good, but Shotgun gets popped out. He will get the knock on to Yanni. Right now, ZJ with the VSS trying to shoot down Minex, and Minex will get dropped down as well. It's all left to 1 member left from the Raw Squad, and the Glow Wall won't be saving him that much. 1 remaining member from Team Raw Squad is gonna be contesting on to Blink, and they're having a passive fight. I think Zeusin will be falling off, but I think he might attempt for a backstab, but I don't think that's recommended, Abstract, because he's 1 man left. His team has only 1 kill, so that means it's only 2 points for him. It's not gonna go good if he attempts to fight back.
Yeah. Indeed. Well, in the meantime, from the other side of the map, it does seem like No Escape have successfully redeemed themselves by getting a single team wipe onto AXA Dream Team. So we do not have much idea as to what has happened by No Escape's side, but one thing is for sure is that they are definitely going to put their game face on to deal with all kinds of adversaries in front of them. But back to whatever that we have right in front of us. We are looking at LCMY Gregory. They're just going to be heading themselves right on the campsite, right close to the center. And of course, with the circle popped, it's going to cover a huge amount of the map right smack in the center. And looking at the fact that quite a lot of water beds is going to be involved in this circle as well, the available play region is roughly about 15%, or perhaps even 20% of it all is being eliminated because of the waters. I'm pretty sure, and I hope that Team Auto Knockout does not get wiped out because of the bridge. Because well, LGD for Legend Rumbles, they're still pretty close to the bridge, exactly how they played in the previous run.
Ooh, but as now on the screen, we can see Baby Argon might have a small contest, a small confrontation between AV Elites, and AV Elites is right now cornering them onto those compounds, and they can't. I think Baby Argon just can't rotate just yet. Instead, they have to make a move to pick out one of the members for Team AV Elites. As we can see, JCKR has eyesight on them, but Jabat has eyesight on JCKR as well. They are gonna be attempting for those long shots, eventually getting a pick, eventually push forward for their rotations. But Legend Rumble will be having a confrontation against Auto Knockout as well. One of the members of Auto Knockout will be going down under the bridge, and they're rotating away. They're just gonna walk away. They're not gonna fight Legend Rumble onto the top side of the hill. This is just not their advantage. But Legend Rumble technically has the control of Brasilia, but as we can see back right now on the screen, we get Baby Argon and AV Elites going head to head with each other, and nobody's making a move just yet. But Red Panda has been moving closely and closely, but he's going to be falling back to his team. Not going to make any sudden movement just yet because it's still early, ladies and gentlemen. So, second circle, this is just the second circle, so teams are not going to be that aggressive. But as far as I see, No Escape is the only team that got a perfect squad wipe, and now 11 teams remain onto the map. But hard to get. Might able to spot out members from Auto Knockout, and this is not going to look good for Auto Knockout if they don't notice Batman is right around that watchtower.
Things are starting to get a little bit more spicy as we do have Auto Knockout coming in closer and closer over to the faces of Hard to Get. They probably don't know who is right in front of them, and of course, what is going to be the adversary that is going to be posed right in front of them. But I would really want to see some fight going on about. And speaking of fights, we do have some lead that is being thrown from places to places around the air. And we do have Baby Argon that's just going to be engaging right against AV Elites. And I don't know about this, but the amount of covers that Baby Argon has is going to be very little, as that team is just going to be filling in the opponents with lead and fill them up with holes, with one member coming from AV Elites completely knocked out already. But here comes the rest of the members coming from our team Baby Argon, completely wiping them out from the surface of this earth, as a Jim brings him with 2 kills to his name, Cobra with 1, and Jabad with 1.
Well, I think we can see a particular pattern coming out, Abstract, because right just now, No Escape was the first thing to get wiped out. I think Baby Argon was the second. No, it was kind of the middle, but No Escape made
AV
impact
Elite was
on
the second to wipe out.
Yeah, and AV Elites is still the second one to get wiped out in this series, in this fourth game, and they're not looking that good. But Baby Argon has got the momentum up. They had the confidence back for the team fights. Right now, Auto Knockout will be engaging onto a fight close by, and they're not beginning to start the movement just yet. But some of the members already are the scout. I think Zen will be the scout that's going to be moving forward, attempt to gather as much information as they can. But LCMY Gregory is going to be holding down onto the compound with their life. They're not going to move. They're not going to be making any sort of movements. But hard to get. Boy Face will get the kill onto one of the members from Bloody Head. ZJ dropping very, very, very low from the LMG spray, and this is not looking good for Bloody Heads as well. Hard to get is going to be pushing forward. Shira landing onto some shots onto one of the members from Bloody Head, but not getting the kill. But they got 2 kills up for their team, and they're going to be moving forward for their rotations. They're going to be chasing down Team Bloody Heads. Look at the aggression from Hard to Get.
The tenacity and the resilience that they really wanted all that kill, or rather that 4 points. But it doesn't seem like they will be closing up the gaps between them as well as Bloody Heads anytime soon, because the amount of movements and amount of cover that, or rather the amount of real estate that Bloody Heads has covered is a little bit too much. And I think Batman should have seen a small little pixel running about, and indeed he did. Indeed he did. Batman brings 2 kills to his name right now, giving, well, Bloody Heads a total of no kills, and they only have 1 man to well, get themselves the placements. I don't think that they're gonna let him off the score just yet. They definitely want to go on the hunt.
Yep. So as what we can see right now off the screen, I think one of the members of Raw Squad is way away from the zone, and I think No Escape is gonna be engaging onto Baby Argon just here, but hard to get. Is gonna be chasing onto the last remaining member of Bloody Heads, and Voidface don't know where is the member hiding. He's just right behind him in the tent, and this is just this is the safest possible spot for Pogs, because he's just staying there. He's not going to be making any moves, and I think he knows that the members from Hard to Get is around him, but he's going to be staying silent. He's going to be staying diligent, but Voidface going into the tent, not noticing him. He just he saw him again. He's going to be going that Pogs. He's going to be running for his life. This is going for a 3 versus 1 situation. Can Pogs get the kill? But no, Ganza will get the kill onto him, but Grenade gets lobbed out, will be missing, not taking anybody with him, and he's gonna get looted by the members from Hard to Get. I thought for a second Hard to Get missed him in that specific assault, but Regent Rumble is gonna be fighting against auto knockout between compounds to compounds right around 50 meters. He's gonna be throwing out smokes, I believe.
Well, I thought, you know, our Bloody Head could have stayed in there, because it's either gonna turn out to be really, really good or extremely bad. Extremely bad meaning someone walks in. But it does seem like they have covered every single corner and ensured that they are able to find the last straggler in Team Bloody Heads. They managed to, which was a great feat for themselves, but ultimately they can't go around like that much in the event that they actually meet up with another team, or else it's going to be a 4 versus 2 and they're just going to be handicapped in the end. And now, as you can see, we do have a really small circle with a lot of players that's just going to be inhabiting a big amount of real estate around the area, right by, I believe that we're looking at Brasilia, or rather, yeah, Brasilia, and a little bit of the campsite on the a bit of the western side of the campsite. Hard to get. They are definitely hard to get, and they would want to get a little bit more kills for themselves as they are just firing down a lot of lead over to the side of campsite.
Yep, Team Eclipse is going to be having a confrontation against Hard to Get, but as we spoke Abstract just now, all 3 teams that were right around Brasilia, they have been revealed by the UAV, and all the teams know about Baby Argon. He's going to be having a fight against Hard to Get as well, as Voidface not landing any shots onto Jabat, onto a Jim as well, but Voidface gets tagged out quite a bit, and right now it's Hard to Get versus 2 teams right around the corner. Glow Wall being popped out, the tree is not going to save him. A Jim is going to be attempting to break off the glow wall, attempting to get a pick onto Voidface, but Voidface still playing the patient game, popping the glow wall way up in front to get himself more cover. Right now, this is not looking good for Hard to Get because they have no cover to work with. They have to play really, really passive because they have the circle. They don't want to give up that specific area because that specific area covers a lot of the areas of the zone. And Phoenix is going to be pushing up onto forward. They're going to be pushing on to Hard to Get really, really soon. They don't want Hard to Get to specifically have this particular area. But on the other side, Team Eclipse will be having a fight onto Baby Argon, and Jabat will be dropping real low. But Eclipse, one by one, and Baby Argon gets themselves a second squad wipe and total of 8 kills for themselves. Right now, one member of Baby Argon is going to be still scouting out onto the members of Hard to Get, and this is not looking good as well for Hard to Get, but No Escape will be getting themselves a kill onto Legend Rumble. 2 members getting taken out, 6 kills for themselves as well. They are looking good, Abstract. They are looking really, really good.
Well, hello, says Roar. They are just gonna be hiding inside of the glow wall and trying to make sure that he's pretty much a-okay. Well, in the meantime, we do have Hazik coming in from No Escape. He's just gonna be lobbing some grenades over, and the glow wall just gonna be completely taken down. But I don't know about this. The grenade definitely lands onto Zusen and just managed to take him out. Well, in the meantime, on the other side of the map, it does seem like we do have quite some big fight being ensued. We do have Baby Argon. Cobra is now down, but it's okay because we still have the big man Jabat dealing quite some good amount of damage to the opponent's side. It is going to be Baby Argon versus Hard to Get. I'm not too sure how this fight is going to end up, but we are able to see a Jim trying to get his land onto the bodies of Hard to Get. But the players of Hard to Get, they're trying to split themselves out as much as possible, as far as possible, just so that they can kind of cover the perimeters and just force out the players of Baby Argon. Will that tactic work? It's gonna be tough to say. While we are looking at the rest of the teams trying to make themselves get themselves into the finals, get themselves into the smaller circle, which is going to be one hell of a disaster really soon.
Oh my god! I just saw one of the members of Ononoka just sniped one of the members. He's gonna be continuing sniping, but he's gonna get knocked out. But Hard to Get is gonna be still engaging on to Baby Argon, and Phoenix is running away for his life. Jabat as well running for his life, and circle is closing.
Oh.
This is not a good position for them as well. Right close up onto the circle, but grenade gets thrown out. Shira has to be careful. He's gonna be pushing out onto the Baby Argon side, but Baby Argon has the cover. They're right now playing against the net, but Hard to Get Batman will get the kill. White Mist will get the kill as well, and they just shut down. They just shut down the whole squad from Baby Argon, and they are looking strong and strong. But right now, No Escape is gonna be pinching. He's gonna get pinched down by two squads. He's gonna be pinched down by Auto Knockup. And Auto Knockup is right now in a very, very bad spot. Legend Rumble is right behind them as well, because the Hazik would be attempting for the push and Taken gets knocked down. Will be wiping out Legend Rumble as well for themselves. So 9 kills for No Escape, and this is going intense. 3 teams left onto this small circle. Auto Knockout is still alive, and Abstract is not looking good for Hard to Get. As we can see, Hard to Get is in a very, very bad position because No Escape is going to be looking at them, and Voidfix has just been knocked out.
2 members of Hard to Get is now eliminated, or rather being knocked down. Auto knockout with 1 man down, and it does seem like we do have a couple of sniper shots coming in from Mr.D, but unfortunately it didn't really quite do a lot because the only thing that he's managed to do is just not get someone knocked down. But his positioning itself is going to be pretty bad as the zone is going to be slowly flushing him in to closer and closer to the center of the circle, while we're taking a look at Noxcape getting eliminated out to the 3rd place. Batman, the last man remaining, coming from Hard to Get. How about Auto knockout? It's going to be 1 versus 1, and just like that, Hard to Get is now eliminated, and Auto knockout has gone themselves with